Hey, what's up? So I've been wanting to make a video about taking in information because I've been hearing this guy talk about how he was saying the problem isn't that we don't know, the problem is that we know too much. And he spoke about living by five principles. For example, you could take five principles and live by those five principles. You don't have to consume the whole library. You just need five solid principles or values that you're going to live by and stand by them. And that message really resonated with me at the time. I came across this last week and I mentioned that I'm going to get away from the computer because I'm sat in front of the computer too much. And I think I'm getting a bit of information overload. There's so much out there right now. There's so many great YouTube videos that I'm coming across, and the information is great. But sometimes I feel like I need to I feel like I want to do something. I want to create something with it. And yeah, I am involved in creating things, but then I have my times where I'm just kind of sat back and I'm clicking on this video and then I've added this one to watch later and then I click on this one, I click on that one. And then afterwards, although I've enjoyed taking in the information, sometimes I feel like I've not really achieved much and there's a bit of a restlessness there. So I've acknowledge that, okay, maybe the case is that actually I know what I want to do, and maybe taking in the information is like disguising something. It's a way of maybe not taking action because I think I'm educating myself, which is true. I'm not knocking watching videos, okay? I love books, all right? But sometimes I buy a book, I read maybe the first chapter, and then I come across another book, and it's like, yeah, that's the book I need. That's the hot topic at the moment, and I buy that and I put it down, and it becomes an addiction. And I never really. There was a time where I wasn't really living by what I was reading. So I've just acknowledged that, and maybe that's something that you might find yourself going through right now. And living by five principles. And my principles that I've been speaking of is hydrating yourself, breathing exercises, because without water for so many days we would die, without oxygen for so many minutes we would die. So I live by waking up at a reasonable time, at the moment 6 a.m, doing exercise. I enjoy yoga. Your thing might be doing a few stretches, walking around the block, whatever it is, getting your body moving. Tai Chi is a nice gentle way to get your body moving, get the energy flowing. Breathing, yoga straightens your spine, and you do twisting movements in yoga, and that detoxifies, helps you to drain the toxins out of your spine. Those are the things that I live by, along with doing meaningful work. And that's something that is personal to you, the work that I find meaning in. That's one of my principles, and I always suggest that you do it to the extent that you can. When I say meaningful work, I guess I'm talking about creative work, creativity. Creativity, it is a human need. We have a hierarchy of needs, food, shelter being the basic human needs, but creativity isn't a luxury, it's an actual human need to do something creative so that you can experience that creation or have the experience of other people experiencing your creation, whether that's through your writing, your music, writing a blog, some kind of community work, something that touches your life and touches other lives. Maybe, I don't know if it wouldn't, I guess it doesn't have to touch other people's lives. It's just something that you find meaning in. So my suggestion is to get the day off to a good start. So Monday is tomorrow. If you're watching this in the US, it's what, Sunday morning right now? So be using your imagination. Imagine yourself, how are you going to wake up? How are you going to show up in the world tomorrow? So I always plan? No, I imagine myself tomorrow morning waking up at a decent time, 6 a.m. I'll do some Qigong breathing, eat my breakfast, check my emails for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I get straight into the work. Right now, it's my coaching diploma, and I commit myself to at least an hour to an hour and a half of studying. And when it comes to 8:30, I already feel like I've accomplished something, and it builds a momentum for the day. So I have an aim in mind for when I wake up. So don't be just jumping onto the next shiny thing, you're jumping from this topic to that topic, because that's what happens with books. It's the next shiny book, the next hot topic. Keep a journal. When you're watching these videos, be journaling down the bits that really resonate with you. So taking action is good. It's not all about someone made a good comment. I think it was Jerry, if you're watching. You said that, you know, we're so conditioned to be human doings when really we need to spend time being a human being, you know, just being. Sat out in the garden, just being, just watching, just looking at a tree, watching the leaves go like this and the wind, you know, just being a part of existence, forgetting the personality for a little bit. But it's a balance though, because eventually I spend time doing that, but then I want to get up and I want to create stuff and I want to do stuff. And I want to engage my personality. I don't believe in demonizing the ego, but the ego starts to believe that it's running the show and it gets carried away and monkey mind, jumping from thought to thought, and you forget yourself. You forget the essence of the true self. So it's keeping the ego in check, feeding it bananas. That's a metaphor that the Chinese use. The Qigong breathing is like feeding the monkey bananas so that it will sit with you while it's munching on its banana, and it will learn that you're the master, and it will take its cue from you. The mind, once you've got control of the mind, or you've got it in alignment with the spirit, it can become a good servant and it will take you where you want to go. So it's getting a balance between the meditative work, the yoga, the Qigong, along with using that energy. So you collect that energy. That's a movement you do in Qigong, collecting the energy, breathing in, breathe out, the energy goes in the body, and then you wash away the stagnant Qi. So you gather energy and you use that energy. So you fill up your cup to the point where it's overflowing, and then you're able to give more. And because you're in a good place, that rubs off on other people. So hey, information is a great thing. I'm not saying don't watch videos, but it could be that cases that we know, we just need to stand by it, to stand by what we know, take action on it to the extent that we can, look after yourself, hydrate yourself, eat light. That's my suggestion. It's just advice. It's not the way. It's just how I do it, and it works for me. Hope you got something from that. Catch you later, guys. Peace.